adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida, as we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Got it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Huskies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Gives it to the back. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. No huddle here for the offense.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to throw. It's Cobb. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Huskies. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Scarlet Knights pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back. It's Lawrence. Looking to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Opening play at the drive, quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Oh, the spin move. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He breaks free. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Huskies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. There's the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Cobb. Catch made on the left side. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
On third downs like this, it could only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He lets it rip. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through 1 quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the running back. He's got the first and still going. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Now the important point after attempt. It's up and good. They get a little bit closer. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Gets the first and still running. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. To the 45. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Cobb. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks free. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Washington. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be 1st and goal at the 7.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Scarlet Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Lawrence. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it in the end zone. A missed opportunity. Now sets up 3rd down here in the red zone.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards into the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. It's a run to the left. He shreds the tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Cobb. The pass rush closing in. And he'll wisely throw that one away. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The tight end has got it. If he brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Looks like Washington will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Cobb. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The Huskies will line up here on first down and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He escapes the pocket, extending the play now. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Come to the line for second down and very short now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. To the air, it's Lawrence. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Huskies will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? And the QB will try again on second and 10. Takes a deep shot down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
A quick throw out left, complete. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Lawrence. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to the left, pass caught. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off that deep range.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Scarlet Knights will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Catch made over the middle. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. The receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses him. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So
looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And the route is on.
Boy, what a job by this offensive line. I know the quarterback threw it, but give the big fellas a lot of credit. He sat back there all day working through his progressions and eventually finds his target for a touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then it was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He's going to hand this off. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Looking to throw. It's Cobb. Moves out of the pocket. Fighting off the defender. And he'll get out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his back. The ball is loose. The defense has got it. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. They are pouring it on now. That was a foot race. The defense had no chance, Kirk. Serious breakaway speed for that back.
Well, to be able to burst a run like that spans more than half of the field gives this offense so much confidence. And it sends a message to this defense that they're going to have to square up and beat you at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see this happen again.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. That is broken up and incomplete.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He finds his man. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down.
But a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So, Kirk, it's Washington in front. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back. It's Cobb. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
He finds some space. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He did not get it. A crucial play. As defense, what a fourth down stop. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw. It's Cobb. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Oh, they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Defense is coming after him. Looks like he's going to run it. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal.
What a great play by the quarterback here. Everybody is blanketed in man coverage, so instead of forcing the ball, he just tucks it and takes off. Heads-up play to pick up a bunch of yards.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Rutgers. This offense really clicking.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. He escapes the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. It's a two-score game, so Lake's still alive here in the late going.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Chewing clock with the running game.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. It's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Well, stopping with the 34, that will be a first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The pocket breaking down. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. The Scarlet Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. On the run here, lets it go. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
And even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Here we go. His 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Lawrence. Catch made on the out route. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42. The Scarlet Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Moves out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Washington Huskies.